What's going on, guys? It's LC Muscles here, back in with a brand new video, a victory lap. And if you guys know the victory lap, especially as I started last week, I'm going to start this week off with the same thing. So give me 1 second, and we'll go ahead and play my first sound effect for the win. So yeah, we won today, folks. But let me just tell you guys something, though. This game was a good game, and I'm glad the Steelers won. This game should have been nowhere near as close as it should have been. This game should have been 26-12. If I'm being realistically honest with you guys here, the game was fucking terrible in one sense of the game. And if you guys know me, I officiate games, but I have never seen officiating this is bad in such a while. And since the last time the officiating was this bad, it was the freaking Baltimore Ravens game last year. And somehow they won because of bullshit officiating. This year, we got ourselves a win, but holy fucking shit. The officiating in this game was beyond awful. It was absolutely dreadful. There is no excuse for being an official in the NFL making $15,000 to $20,000 a game. There is no fucking excuse to make the calls you make. When you're at the top tier of officiating, you are supposed to make the calls 100% of the time right, or maybe 95% of the time. Maybe you get a call bad here and there. But when you have the officiating that you had today, it really pissed me off. Adrian Hill was our official for this game, and his crew was in this game. Dude, what the fuck were you thinking? 90% of these calls were horrible. I only agreed on 2 of your calls, 2 of them. But these calls you had were some of the most awful calls I've seen in so long. Like, and I should be happy with the Steelers game. I should be happy. But yet, no, I'm not, because of this fucking referee bullshit. You are making $20,000 fucking dollars a game. You don't make terrible calls like you did. Let's go to the first call, the first one that's really pissed me off. An encroachment play. Okay, if you guys know what encroachment plays are, encroachment play is where the defense jumps offside. And if you know anything about football, if you know anything, if you have an encroachment, you let the play on. They fucking kill the play. Why? That is high school level shit. This is the NFL. You don't do this at the NFL level. You gotta let the play continue on a neutral zone infraction play. Why did you kill it? Good fucking God, dude. Next call I have. Pass interference. There are 3 instances of terrible pass interference calls. They're not even touching the fucking players. They're going for the ball. Oh, it's a pass interference. Fuck you. That's high school level shit. I'm a high school referee, and I would even make these calls. That's how bad they were. Oh, and let's talk about the block in the back to stop the touchdown. Let's talk about that one, because there was Cameron Sutton was trying to play the ball, and Deontay Johnson got a nice run back for a touchdown. Oh, there's a block in the back. No one even saw a block in the back. He literally, his hands are up here, and the guy falls to make a tackle. That's a block in the back. Are you kidding me? That's horrible. There is no excuse to make these calls, especially near the NFL. You are supposed to be the pro standard of officiating, and yet you look awful. That is what I get upset about. Ever since I started officiating, you look up to the highest standard referees to be the prime example. No, they literally cost us 14 points. This is why I'm pissed. This game should not even been close. This was a blowout in all sense of the word. Both touchdowns from Noah Fant and Melvin Gordon shouldn't even counted. They shouldn't have. The officiating was so bad. Literally, you had a pass interference that led to Noah Fant's touchdown. You had a pass interference that led to Melvin Gordon's touchdown after the play was called. Are you kidding me? This is bullshit. These officials need to get their asses back to freaking high college. They literally need to get their ass back to college and high school level because this is the pros. This is the fucking NFL. You don't make these calls in the NFL level. You don't do it. You are held to a high standard, and when you fall beyond that standard, that looks bad on you. And it's your third year as a head official. You need to do better. If you're a first-year guy, okay, maybe you have a little bit of jitters. I get that. But you are in the NFL. This is your third year as a head official. You can't screw up like this. That is terrible. There is no way this Broncos team was anywhere as good as they were today. Those 21 points were bullshit. There is no way this team should even come close to competing against us. That's awful. This game should have been 26-12 easily. But yet the officials had to give him 14 points. That is garbage. This is pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic officiating. And last year, we lost bad officiating because of bad officiating from Walt Coleman last year in that game where I literally lost my fucking mind. That game should not have happened. We were lucky to win today because we had to fight the Broncos and we had to fight the officials. And when you fight both of them, that's a problem. You can't have it to where the Steelers have to play the Broncos, the team. The officiating shouldn't be the big part of it. There's a few flags. Yes, okay, there's part of a football game is flag, but you don't throw 13 fucking flags in a game. That is terrible. This officiating crew is garbage. They literally are garbage. There is no reason that this game should have even been close. The Broncos were not even close to our level today. They weren't even close. This team got Drew Lock injured early, and Jeff Driscoll looked like fucking shit most of the game. The reason why they got those points, they were given those points by the referees. They should not have been a close game, though. And I can't stand the Broncos. And yet, I'm so freaking upset that they had to look good against us because of the officiating. Those 14 points should not have happened. Let me tell you that right now. I am serious. And I don't care whatever Broncos fans say. The Steelers were the better team today. They were much better. This shouldn't even been close. You were lucky to be even this close to the game. It should have been a blowout. When it was 26-12, it should have been over by then. But no, because the officiating has to fuck everything up. They were given 2 touchdowns because of nothing. Unfucking believable, dude. This is ridiculous because I am sick and tired of seeing the officiating ruin football games. That is a problem, especially when I'm watching and I can see these plays called. Like, I referee high school games. I don't make these kind of calls because I know better. I'm a third-year official, and yet you're in the fucking NFL and you call shit like this. It's pathetic. That's what gets me upset. Good God, dude. This is ridiculous. No, damn right I'm fucking pissed. There is no reason this game should have even been close. There is absolutely no reason to. The Broncos were never on our level at all. They were never on our level. They deserve to lose by more. But yet the officials felt bad because we got to Drew Lock and injured him, so they had to give him some freaking yards. There was a roughing the pass call. Not even close. It was literally right after Jess Driscoll threw the ball. Hilton got him. And they throw a roughing the passer. That's garbage. You don't call that shit in high school. This is the NFL. You don't call it either. What the fuck, dude? This is ridiculous. And I blew out my freaking throat in this game. I blew out my voice during this game. But you know what? I am sick and tired of these officials ruining games. This game should not even been close. It should have been 26-12 at most. There is no freaking way this game should have been 26-21. Absolutely no reason for it. And okay, I'll blame the Steelers a little bit. Benny Snell and Ben didn't have the best games. Ben did enough to get the win, But Benny still did not have a good game at all, especially that fumble after the safety. That's inexcusable, man. You can't do that. And the Ben interception, that was just a bad play. Both of them were just bad plays. And most of the penalties came after third down. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. Right after the play was over, a flag is thrown 20 seconds after the play is over for a phantom ref in the passer call. That is terrible. You don't do that. If you're going to call roughing the passer call it right away. You don't call it 20 seconds after the play is over. Are you kidding me? And they missed on 4th and 2 when the Steelers had a chance to go near the red zone. They missed an obvious pass interference call when Eric Ebron was blatantly being held by one of the Broncos defensive backs. And yet, we're not going to call it now. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? You are in the NFL. Make better calls. That's just all I got to say about that. Now let me get into the Steelers because Steelers defense, we did everything we could to play the best we could today. Our defense was terrific for the most part. We played unbelievably well. And we literally just, all right, you know what, dude? I'm not going to even bother with this. I'm just going to hide your stuff, man. I don't want to bother that stuff, man. I'm not even going to talk about that stuff right now. So the Steelers defense, for the most part, played a fantastic game. We just had to play the officials too, and it's sad that we had to play the officials and we had to play the Broncos at the same time. It's embarrassing because our Steelers, we got to the quarterback 7 times, we got 2 takeaways, and we got a safety, and yet because of the officiating, we allowed 21 points, and that's sad because there is no reason the officiating should be this bad. There is absolutely no reason for it. So, other things I want to give some positives to. I will say James Conner, as much as I'm not a fan of his right now, and I know he's injury prone and everything, he had a great game, especially in the last drive of the game. We were trying to kill clock. That was a fantastic run. Derek Watt had a really good game. Like, he was really good in blocking. Special teams did have some great moments. That Deontay Johnson touchdown should have counted. Except for the officials, they really did not know what a block in the back is. That's embarrassing. You are in the NFL. You are supposed to know what these kind of calls are. And the special teams, Ray McLeod had a great run back. Juju, another great game by Juju and Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson, he was kind of hot and cold again. He did have some big drops, but he did have some great plays as well. And that's why, unfortunately, Deontay Johnson is just really hot and cold right now. He can make great plays for you guys, and then he also has some moments where he drops some stuff. But my star of the game is going to be Chase Claypool. Chase Claypool had a fantastic game, an 84-yard touchdown catch. I knew there was a big catch coming about this game, and I talked about my hate week. There was a big catch this week. The Steelers got that big catch. Chase Claypool turned it into a touchdown, his first ever touchdown of his rookie career, and I am very happy that the Steelers were able to do that. Ben Roethlisberger, other than that one pass, had the best game he could. He had 2 touchdown passes, and James Conner did have a touchdown as well, which I will say James Conner, he got some good credit there. But Benny Snell is one of my first negatives in the game. You can't make these mistakes. Deontay Johnson, Mr. Hot and Cold himself, he dropped some easy passes, but he's still getting better. Juju had a really decent game. Ebron did what he could too. The only really big problem I realistically had, like the only Steeler I really could give a negative to was Benny Snell. He didn't really have it there today, but he did. But the Steelers played what we best we could, especially playing the officials. We did what we could today, and we got ourselves the win. So that's pretty much going to really cover it for me at this point. I am just beyond out of it. My throat is killing me. I am just sore. I'm tired, and I am just sick and tired of these officials just trying to ruin games. This game should not even have been close. Denver Broncos fans, Cesarino, Dave from Colorado, Bronco Nuts, you got lucky. You got absolutely lucky you guys even were competitive in this game. You should not even have been close to competitive. But I will give respect to you guys because you guys are vid makers. I'll give respect where respect is due. You guys were just in our way, and we have to move on, though. So I'll give that. But at the same time, you guys were absolutely lucky, and you should be lucky to even Should have been lucky it was that close. There's no way this game should have been close. So there you go. So that's going to do it here, guys. I am exhausted. This is LC Muscles here, checking on out of here. See you guys later. Stay awesome. Let's go Steelers. And I will be recording my hate leak tomorrow for the Broncos, for the Texans game. And with that being said, it should be up by Thursday. So check that out. Yeah, guys. Steelers are on to 2-0. We're playing the Texans on next Sunday. And yeah, thank you guys all once for tuning in. See you guys later. Stay awesome. Let's go Steelers.